where we left off.
That's not supposed to be showing y'all. Why did that play? Okay, I have no idea. What's going on, everybody? What's up, Flix fam? Welcome back to Surviving the Flix. Hey, did I have it set up at a different time? I saw Black Couch. Who was that? Real Books was in here. Was it set up for 8 a.m.? Okay, Chelsea, which one did you just type that in? You said that's the... Are y'all in the vertical or the horizontal? This is a mess, man. Having to do too much stuff in one day, man. Okay, I'm finishing up. I got my exam tomorrow morning. I'm freaking mind's all over the place. Trying to get the last little bit of studying, realizing there's still some stuff. I'm like, man. Okay, so I'm good. Finally, at least, hey. Okay. Build as I fly, right? At least I got the vertical going on. What's going on, 18? Welcome in. Ah. This thing is all messed up. Let me see, where we at? And it, hold on, man. Let me set this up. Y'all ever type, for all the people who don't type regularly, you go to type words that you think you remember how to spell or know how to spell, and you like, and they keep giving you the little red squigglies under it. You're like, yo, what in the world? No, I'm getting a recertification, Chelsea. Going back to an old career, medical imaging, going back to do that again. So I should have never let my stuff. Hey, if y'all got a certification, don't ever let it lapse, man. Even though you think you might not go back to it. 10 years later, I had to reteach myself physics, anatomy, pathology. Oh man, it's a pain in the butt, man. Okay, yeah, it has. Man, typing just the stupidest words. Definitely. Like what? What? DEF. Like God, definitely, definitely. All right, man. Yeah, I've been working a lot. Y'all see the chat on the screen now? You see your boy is moving up in the world? Yeah. I was trying to get the chat bot, the night bot in there, but I'm still figuring that out, man. And then the drops, it's hard for me to find out the drops from the horizontal to the vertical because when I press it, only the horizontal was playing. So I'm like, yeah, I'm deaf. I'm deaf in a Italy. All right, so uh, where we left off. All right, the heavy internal medicine door slammed shut behind us. It's giving me all this exposition. I didn't ask for all this right now. I just wanted to. All right, for the first time, it feels like hours. The noise outside muted. Okay, wait a second, man. Why is it giving me this? See, this is what happens when I use it for more things than just one. All right, anyhow, man, I'm gonna just read it how it is. The heavy internal medicine door slams shut behind you with a metallic thud that echoes through the ward. For the first time in what feels like hours, the noise outside is muted. Not silent, but muted. On the other side of the reinforced doors, you can hear it faintly now, a distant scraping, the low, relentless shifting of bodies. The horde hasn't forgot you. Inside the ward, fluorescent lights hum overhead with sterile white walls and neatly lined beds. Feel almost surreal compared to the chaos that you fought through. Come on, pimp, let's go. Dr. Evelyn Shaw immediately moves to the crash cart, pulling open drawers and checking supplies. Raymond stands near the door. Remember, he's the bus driver, with his shotgun lowered but ready, placing himself between the civilians and any possible threat. Angela, the mom, kneels beside Mia, her daughter, whispering to her softly. She's not a little girl, she's like 15, while the girl clutches a stuffed toy. What? That's okay. Anyhow, Kyle, remember Kyle? He's a little banged up now. He's still got that arm wound and his ribs is jacked up. Kyle sits on the edge of the hospital bed, breathing hard but steady. The bandage around his torso holds. He's hurt, but he's still in the fight. We scan the room once, twice, and nod at the others. See, I'm not gonna say it. We're not safe yet. The internal medicine ward is big. Rooms, treatment areas, storage spaces, long connecting hallways, places for things to hide. We gesture to the hallway leading deeper into the ward. Rios, Tessa, Mark, with me. The four, the four of us move toward the corridor entrance, our weapons up, slow and controlled. Behind us, the others watch the darkness of the hallway swallow. Pause. Watch the darkness of the hallway swallow us up one step at a time. The fluorescent lights flicker once above the corridor. The ward behind is quiet, too quiet. Dim this light. It's messing up my eyes now. I'm staring at the screen all day. Okay, so did y'all go to the vertical first and then hop back over to the horizontal? Okay. Okay, all right, cool. You know, I was supposed to be able to oh yeah. Your boy's in it now, man. I got it. I could pop him up now. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. The little things in life, man. Oh goodness, it's stupid. Is it easy? Can y'all read it on the screen? Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, Postman. I'm a OBS though, so just so you know, I don't do the StreamYard. I do the free OBS. Learn your lessons the hard way on it on this joint, man. All right, let me see. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me see. Is that easy to read though, or does it need a backing? I can't tell because my screen on this side is so small. Yeah, I'll put it in. I'll put it in Braille for you. I send it to you in the mail. The mail in Braille. Yeah, I had all this stuff set up, man, for y'all. For let me see. Hold on, man. I had this set up right here on the screen. A little intro for the characters. Oh man, so much. Anyhow. Yeah, man, it wasn't supposed, I guess because I initially started my own screen and it was visible, it played. So I got to figure out, I wanted to put that as a drop, but whatever, man. I still got to figure all that out, man. Hey, bro, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to make this a nice, cohesive, just structured foundation to just keep building off of. All right. We raise our fists and the team stops. The hallway ahead branches left and right with a set of treatment rooms straight ahead and partially open. See, didn't we already go down this hallway? Didn't we pop a zombie through the window? And we found the guy and his son? Yeah, man, we did. Hold on, let me hold on, y'all. I'm gonna scroll up real quick, man. Cause I was doing a lot of prompting in this thing, so it's probably got it's probably confused. Am I gonna have to put a poll in both chats? Okay, I got it right now. I got it back. We back on course. That was horrible, man. I don't know why it did that to. Let me just plug this in real quick. Bro. What? Hold on, man. This is all messing me up, man. My apologies, y'all. It's giving me these long drawn out characters and that's too big enough to put in the poll section. Well, I'm looking at vertical. Vertical is nothing's happening on the vertical, so hey, it is what it is. Don't write the whole thing over again. Just give me. All right, man. I could tell. Hey, my apologies, y'all. Tonight is going to be one of them nights on this. This is giving me horrible. Now I gotta argue. I'm arguing with my team right here. It always tells you, you're right to call it out. I shouldn't have changed the format. You're a computer. Why did you change the format? I didn't give you any instructions to change the format. All right, I'll put them in now. And watch, it's gonna start babysitting again. It's gonna start giving us all these little steps. Turn the corner, face left. Take 2 steps forward. Stop. Think. Pause for a brief moment. Pass gas because you're scared. Okay, Chelsea, yeah, I see you on that side, vertical side, yep. Yeah, I can tell because when it goes to create poll, that's the only option it had for me. But it still dropped your text above my last text, which is weird. All right, anyhow, here we go. We stack beside the isolation door. Small window is reinforced panel. Shows just enough of the room to make us very uneasy. Remember, we heard something in that room, and the doctor, what's her name? Evelyn something. She told us that there was a ICU patient in there who was intubated, and they weren't supposed to be mobile. So that was our last word. Inside the hospital bell sits crooked, vent machine still humming weakly. On the floor, the patient, or what used to be one. A hospital gown drags behind it and slowly pulls itself across the towel. The IV lines wrapped around its arm. Breathing tube is still jammed in his throat. Yeah, this is where we left off. Every movement makes a wet mechanical rattle through the tubing. Mark leans toward the glass. Vent patient, he mutters. Tessa watches the hallway behind them. Then it's not fast. Doesn't need to be. Inside the room, the thing turns towards the door, head tilting as if it heard something. We quietly test the handle. Behind us, down the corridor, the secure wing is calm for the first time all night. Angela and Mia, Raymond watching the door, Dr. Shaw, that's her name, Evelyn Shaw. Dr. Shaw organizing meds. Kyle breathing easier on the hospital bed. Ooh, bars. And this room isn't cleared. That calm doesn't last. We raise a hand, our weapons up. 3 seconds once the door opens. We whisper. Inside the room, the vent patient slowly pushes itself upright. The breathing tube rattles again. The pole is up. And I want this needs to be, I mean, I know this is a kind of a little lull after that big explosion of action last episode. So say for instance, I got 10 people in one chat, 10 people in the other. Or some trolls. Let's say I got some trolls. Oh, some trolls in the vertical. And they just making the worst options, man. Which one do I pick? Because they don't combine. It's another thing for me to figure out if I can do. Hey, Postman, are you familiar with Michael Freyer on YouTube? Look him up. I think his symbol is like 3 upside down triangles with his name. He does everything OBS you could ever ask yourself about anything. So Michael Freyer on YouTube. Yeah, facts, Postman. Yeah, computers only know what you tell them. No, they definitely take their own decisions and run with them. Freyer, I think it is, something like that. If you do Michael FR, it should pop up because he don't have a ridiculous amount of subscribers, but a lot of people watch his content. I don't know why they don't subscribe. But like in anything, your transitions, bringing in hosts, guests, setting up the chat on the screen, overlays, fixing making your camera look a little bit more professional, the green screen stuff, everything, front to back, top to bottom, OBS, everything. All right, we're going for the headshot. I wish OBS had a like a test OBS, so you can go over, because you start playing around in your own OBS and you mess everything up and forget what settings you had, or if you could just save a OBS profile. I usually go for an hour, so I got probably like 30-40 more minutes left. But yeah, so I wish you could do like a test OBS or profile, so you can, if I wanted to do live on my music channel versus this one, I don't have to drop everything away and go over a whole bunch of different stuff and use a whole bunch of other different scenes. But anyhow, yep, I told y'all I was gonna start baby stepping. It sure is, man. I think from now on, I'm gonna have to start a fresh scenario each time. All right, you ease into the ICU isolation door, open just enough to clear the muzzle of our rifle. The room smells sterile and wrong. On the floor, the former patient drags itself towards the sound, the hospital gown twisted around his legs, the IV trailing behind it like tangled wires. The ventilator tube still hangs from his throat, making the wet plastic rattle every time it breathes. It hasn't fully seen you yet. Do zombies breathe? Do they have to breathe? Or is it just a diaphragm? No, whatever. Tessa shifts slightly beside you. Hey, oh, Black Couch ain't in here tonight yet. I told him I had something for him, man. I'll show y'all. Tessa shifts slightly beside you. Rio steadies the hallway behind a stack. Mark whispers quietly, "Now." You squeeze the trigger. One clean shot. The crack echoes down the ICU corridor and the body drops instantly, collapsing into a heap of tubing and hospital sheets. The ventilator line gives one last hollow rattle, then nothing. Silence. You hold the door open. Another second. Nothing moves. No sounds. Rio steps in first, sweeping the corners with disciplined precision. Clear. Mark checks the bed area. Clear. Tessa nudges the ventilator machine with her boot. Patient's done. Duh. Just like that, the last unknown inside the secure wing is gone. But clearing the ICU rooms opens up more of the hospital than you've seen yet. Through the glass at the end of the ICU corridor, you see another hallway branching deeper into the internal medicine. And somewhere beyond that, you hear a faint metallic bang echoing through the structure. Not close, but definitely inside Fairview. Behind you, the secure wing hums quietly with life. There's a lot of people in there. Civilians breathing easier. Shaw organizes supplies, and Raymond guarding the door. Okay, we got all that. The first time tonight, you're not reacting, you're deciding. The next move determines whether this war becomes a stronghold or just another place people thought was safe. The poll is up. And I got these things I want to put up, but they're not gonna show on the vertical stream. Or maybe, hold on, let me see.
You know you done messed up, right? Right?
I made that for when y'all picked the wrong thing. It didn't get my face 100% right, man, but that I laugh every time I see that, man. Yeah, you know where I got that from, right, Postman?
You know you done messed up, right? Right?
You see, you know you done messed up, right? You know you done messed up, right? Then I got this other one right here. Hold on. It never ends. You said you got there around 10. Yeah. Oh, see, you know you done messed up, right? I dropped the bottle earlier and oh man. And I got this one right here for Black Couch, man. See, I feel like everybody, they might have saw the vertical with the time messed up or something like that. I got to make sure I don't do that next time, man. Because I know he wanted to be in the chat. There was a conspiracy theory behind Menace too. They said that Kane wasn't not Kane. What was his name? I'm about to say Doughboy. Not Kane, but God dog, man, my brain. Hey yo, what this burger? What's his name? Oh dog, thank you. God dog, bro. They said they were saying that, and it's you can debunk it, but for a while in the movie, they say that O-Dog was Kane's alter ego. But people talk to O-Dog in the movie. But if they did that, if they made it so nobody ever actually had a conversation with O-Dog other than Kane, we talk about Menace to Society, Chelsea. If they made it that only Kane talked to O-Dog, that would be crazy. Yeah, that would be crazy, because the whole time we're seeing it. We see him interacting. We see him talking to him. But he could be talking to himself in his head. So O-Dog could have been in his head, but other people talk to O-Dog. So it's like, oh man, that would have been, yeah, way before the sixth. And the thing, Postman, nobody would have ever thought that. And it would have been the best if they didn't say anything about it. They let the people figure it out. Like, yo, nobody ever talked to, was Kane the only one that talked to O-Dog? And then they have to watch it back, like, and O-Dog kind of just moving around, you know, with the Sixth Sense Fight Club type scenario, where the whole time you watching this movie, you think this person exists, and it's like, yo, this is not him. This is in his mind. Anyhow. Yeah, and that would have been a perfect premise, Postman. Because one side, he's not perfect. Kane's not perfect by any means. But sometimes, like, you ever have a homeboy that you might not have been tight with him, but he was associated. I'm speaking from me personally. But you knew about his rep outside of like school or hooping or whatever like that. You knew that this was a wild boy. But whenever you around him, he cool, and you never seen that. But you know what he capable of. That would have been that. And this one right here was for we got some votes still coming in. This one right here was for Black Couch.
You know the chat hates you, right? Right?
Yeah, I know.
Oh man. All right. Yeah, coachable in life, but the hood got him. All right, I'm gonna stop putting the poll up in the vertical. What we choose? See, I told y'all I was gonna have us, baby. Nope. Oh, we got 50-50. 2-2. Almost like The Walking Dead, man. You know, this is one of my favorite television series. But this goes back well before that, or it can be akin to all of it is in one universe, man. Let's just put it all of the consistent zombies are in one universe. Ain't that right, Tessa?
You know the chat hates you, right? Right?
Yeah, I know.
Can we get a tiebreaker up on this joint? Welcome into the chat, Nicola, 1986. I really don't want to. I know the background of the parameters of this, so I really don't want to break this tiebreaker. Thanks for the vote, but that didn't help. Oh man, so I know I'm gonna have to be. I need a, you know what? I need a coin or something, man. What can I do on that? Something that's random. We ain't got no. Remember, you used to have loose change everywhere. When's the last time I held change? I don't got nothing to play. Okay, let me flip these. I got these. Oh, that's the same thing on both sides. What's this? Okay. This is so horrible. I got a fingernail file in here. It's got two sides. That would be you, Pooh Man. I got this file. All right. So nah, ain't nothing in the couch. I don't never have change in my pockets, so it can't be nothing in the couch. Just in case you got to throw a couple quarters at the homeless people, huh, Chelsea? All right. What's this? Revlon side up, we're going with A. Clear side up, we're going with D. Let's go. Oh, Revlon side up. Let's go. All right, we're going with A. Yeah, 42 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do just one of these times. I'm gonna just have to go like extra long, man. Hopefully tomorrow, after the morning is I find out. Pass this dang on exam. I have to stop studying. Then I'm gonna start doing a lot more. I know G Lufa was live earlier, so I don't want to cross over into his time slot. I gotta try to carve out something for myself, you know. My feet, I never did that. I don't know what you're talking about. So you saying you remember my feet? The vent patient drops and stays down. Yeah, they stay down. We just shot them. Okay. You step fully into the ICU isolated room, sweep the corners, and move into the ICU. All right, man. It seems this seems a little redundant, but all right. The vent patient dropped. They stayed down. We knew that already. We step fully into the isolation room, sweep the corners, then move out into the rest of the ICU corridor with Tessa, Rios, and Mark. 3 rooms later, the picture becomes clear. 2 more patients had turned, both still strapped to hospital beds, both dealt with quickly. By the time we reach the end of the corridor, the ICU wing is completely clear. Rios wipes sweat from his forehead. ICU's clean. Mark pushes open. That's what he said. Rio says Mark ICU's clean. And it's giving me different context within the dialogue. Before it was reading so I could read it straight through, but now it's jumping. Mark pushes open the door at the end of the hall and peers out. The view stops everyone cold. Beyond the ICU, the hospital opens into a larger treatment floor. Long intersection hallways, nurses' stations, waiting area, surgical prep rooms. The signs of a fight everywhere, overturned beds, empty magazines on the floor, blood trails leading into dark corridors. Fairview's defenders fought here earlier in the night, but right now you don't hear gunfire, which means either they pushed the dead back or they didn't. There will still be people, anyway, I'm not gonna do that. Behind you in the internal medicine ward is stable. Angela, Mia, the civilians, Shaw, Raymond, and Kyle, a safe sector for now, but Dawn is still hours away. This has been a longest 15 minutes, y'all. Chelsea, stop, man. What are you doing? You talking about Nobody clipped it. If it wasn't for Derek, everybody would have forgot about that. If the dead break through another part of the hospital, they'll pour straight towards the only quiet wing left. You stand at the ICU threshold, looking at the wider hospital floor. This is the moment where the group decides what internal medicine becomes, a stronghold or a place to hide. Poll is live. Just giving it a prompt right now. No, I didn't forget. I did it. It was my feet.
You know the chat hates you, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, everything's flowing smoothly. All right, man. No drop frames. Everything's steady. CPU is low. All right, we good. I can do this. I gotta make one for Lee too and his blob stuff, man. I just gotta figure out what I want to say and what I want to show on it. It never ends. Never ends. Oh man. All right, what we doing? Yeah, the vertical is dead. Benito. All right, we doing. All right, let's go. We're moving on because Chelsea got to get it live. She got to represent. Have you ever seen what it's called, Black Summer? Nicola, that cabin that they had out far, it was a resort. It was a cabin resort. Perfect situation. Far, secluded, cold, and fully stocked. Third, they had the what's it called when the water comes from the ground or the place is heated through the ground, thermal, whatever. You got wildlife out there, fresh water, fortifiable location, everything, anything you want, man. And somebody was dropping ammunition and guns and medical supplies off in these large crates. They never explained who that was because the show ended before then, but that's it. A hotel is good, man. Fear the Walking Dead, they messed that whole one up. All you got to do is demo the first 2 stairs from the stairwell. You demo those. You make the access in the elevator with a drop down ladder. You good. Everything you need, you lift up and drop down with pulleys. That way, if you get breached by humans or zombies, they're not getting up to you because they can't come up the stairs. And if they come in the elevator, it's only one way to come in. So it's pretty much shooting fish in a barrel. So unless they start, I mean, I don't know why anybody would come and attack you at that point. Just, you know, for S&G. Black Summer, I think it's on Netflix. I think it's called Black Summer. Hold on. Might be misquoted. Is it Black Winter or Black Summer? Yeah, Black Summer. 2019 horror, 2 seasons. It started out real good, man, and then, you know, the screenwriters start to do what I call stirring the pot. Instead of making a good story, they want to keep extending stuff and changing characters and making them do stuff that they wouldn't have done. And oh, let's make this guy kind of a crazy bad guy now. It's like, what? Why? Oh, he was pretending to be that the whole time. Little did you know he was this. I know, man. Oh, let's make one episode this real introspective episode with its deep meanings and stuff. Like, no, man. Zombie survival. That's what people is here for. That's why you getting the views. Just keep it on that. If I wanted to watch a drama, I'd watch soap operas, man. I don't want this mess. All right. You and the team move room to room through the ICU wing, clearing it fast and methodically. 3 patient rooms, a monitoring station, 2 supply closets. Nothing else is moving. By the time the last door swings open and shuts, the verdict is clear. The ICU is clean. Yay! Rios leans against the nurse's station and exhales. Best room in the hospital right now. Mark checks the reinforced glass doors at the far end of the unit. Also the easiest place to defend. You look down the corridor towards the internal medicine hub where the civilians are waiting. Angela and Mia sit quietly beside one of the beds. Kyle is up right now, testing his balance. Probably down there cracking jokes too. Kyle ain't cracked a joke in a long time since his ribs got hurt. Dr. Shaw has already started moving medical supplies to organized piles like she is planning to stay a while. The realization spreads quickly. ICU isn't just another cleared hallway. It's defensible. 2 narrow access corridors, reinforced patient doors, clear lines of fire. Rios notices the same thing. If the dead get into the hospital again, he says, this is where we stop them. From deeper in the hospital, a faint echo travels through the building. Something metallic slamming somewhere in another room. The rest of Fairview is still fighting. Oh yeah, they up there going crazy. The lieutenant. Oh, Janessa Coleman. Oh, and the Black Couch. Oh man, you missed all the action, brother. No, it wasn't no action. It was a whole bunch of nonsense. But here in the internal medicine wing, you have the chance to turn the quiet ward into a real defensible position. Now the question becomes whether you lock this place down. Didn't we already just say that? Or keep pushing outward while the night is still young. The night is not young. The pointless lie. Why you keep... Oh my God, man. Janessa Coleman. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it up, man. I'm gonna just leave it up. I'm gonna put timestamps on it too, so I'll get it up sometime tomorrow, depending on how my mood is if I pass this exam. If I don't pass this exam, man, my wife gonna kick me out. Boy. you failed. Hey, Black Couch, I made this for you.
You know the chat hates you, right? Right?
Yeah, I know.
No, man, she's still alive, man. Oh, is Nightbot in here? Do I got a Nightbot? Oh, Nightbot blocked it because you put Oh man, Nightbot is trying to check Jaywalker. Oh man, what in the world? What is that, man? Hold on, man. Oh god, dog, man. Where is Nightbot, man? This thing. Let me change that, man. Oh, that was hilarious. Where is it at? Is it supposed to be monitoring the chat? Chatbot, what you doing? Can I not change? No, I can't change it right now for some reason. I guess I got to be out of the chat to do it. Yeah, it won't let me change the moderation. That's hilarious. I was like, what? I told you, remember at the beginning I told you I thought I was setting up Nightbot? Oh man, that's hilarious. Out of nowhere. I'm like, I saw that, I'm like, hold on, who's timing her out? Oh man. I can't even see the I can't even do it. I'm on the screen and it won't let me change any Nightbot settings. Let me Oh, and it tells you how many people are writing messages too? Okay, this is tight. All right, fair enough, Nightbot. You got something for Nightbot? Oh my goodness. All right, where we at? Sweep the surgery floor next. Why? Why did y'all pick sweep the surgery floor? All right. Okay. Come on, man. All right, man. This is I can read the question already, y'all, and tell what? What? Okay. All right. I gotta turn it off or it blocks somebody. Okay, all right. All right. I send him away. It'd be funny if he don't leave. Like, y'all think y'all could get rid of me? He got Janessa smooth, didn't he? Quick 5 seconds. Hey, smack that hand. But I was saying, I can already tell by the question option that it's baby stepping us through this scenario again. So, I mean, I'll have more time next time to set up these prompts and do this stuff, man. It's horrible. All right, this gonna be the last one here. And I'm gonna clean it up tomorrow and have it set for next Monday. Make sure the parameters are correct. You don't stop in the ICU. If Fairview is going to survive the night, sitting still isn't enough. You signal the team forward. Rios falls into your left and Tessa to your right, Mark covering the rear as the four of you pass the ICU glass doors and into the broader surgical floor of the hospital. This part of Fairview tells a different story. The fighting here was heavy. Hospital beds are overturned, empty rifle casings scattered everywhere across the floor. One section of the wall is peppered with bullet strikes. Someone made a stand here earlier in the night, but the dead pushed through eventually. The corridor opens into a large surgical reception area, dark monitors, abandoned desks, operating rooms branching off in multiple directions. That's not how hospitals are set up, buddy. Mark kneels briefly near a spent magazine on the floor. Fairview security, he mutters. Rios nods grimly. Then they lost this floor. A distant sound travels through the surgical wing. Not a slow drag of a single walker, something heavier. A zombie with a BBL comes around the corner. No, I'm just playing. A door slams somewhere deeper into the Hey! Oh, man. Could y'all imagine what... All right, y'all. Taking social media into account, right? Imagine the type of zombies we would be seeing if you was out and about. Like, in movies, all the zombies are like roughly around the same body type, roughly around the same height, you know, all homogenous, and like you might see like you don't unless it's a movie in like Mexico or, you know, Southern California, you don't see no like Mexican zombies. The zombies is either mostly white or like a little bit of sprinkle of black. Unless you're watching like a Korean, you know, Train to Busan or something where they all Korean, South Korean. But yeah, so you got the zombies rotting away, right? So all the lip injected zombies, wigs coming off. Beijing beard zombies, like the beard leaning, boobs sliding out through the chest wall, BBLs dropping. And zombies ain't gonna have like regular clothes. A lot of zombies is gonna be in like pajamas, Lululemon pants. Oh, them kind of zombies too. Yeah, a whole bunch of zombies running around with those like just think about social media, man. All those people be zombies, man. Like what? Blue-haired zombies running around. What in the world? And it would depend on which region of the country you lived in too, right? Oh man, yeah, bonnets, zombies with bonnets just running around, Crocs, Cookie Monster pajama pants, them long long fingernails, pajama pants, sports bra, bonnet. Oh man, whole bunch of other zombies can't walk because they pants is sagging. Zombies waddling after you. Oh man, zombies walking up on you like Shay Shay when he got out that SUV. I where was that, man? My face hurts. All right, something heavier. A door slams somewhere deeper in the hospital structure. Tessa looks down one corridor where a sign reads "Operating Suites." Another hallway leads towards surgical prep and recovery, and a narrow service passageway marked maintenance access, disappearing into dim emergency lighting. You study the layout quickly, get a surveillance. If anything is moving on this floor, it's going to come from one of those directions. The question is, which approach gives your team the best chance to control it before it finds the civilians behind you? The last poll of the night is live. What we doing? Oh man. Yeah, them New York is up. Hey yo, son. Don't let a zombie keep any kind of memory, man. Oh man. I know that's stupid, but it's funny. And think about all like the real big people too, man. And rotting. Oh, man. Gotta work out what the process of zombification would look like from the moment of death on to reanimation, man. What happens to the body? I know The Walking Dead tried to explain it in the first season, man, and all those other movies with like chemicals and stuff like that or whatever that they incorporate, but thanks, man, appreciate it. It's a one of one. But like what does that look like, man? How does the body process stop? Or which body processes stop? They would have to rot, right? It's the law of thermodynamics. Like the movie 28 Days Later, like what? The small intestine uptakes nutrients into the body to keep the body going. Thermogenesis throughout the body. But the zombies are dead, so they don't need nutrients. So does that mean the small intestine stops? So everything that's in your intestine is rotting. So all the zombies will be bloated and spilling out of every lower orifice. The blood is pooling, so when you see blood come out of a zombie's mouth, that's not feasible, because all the blood will be in the lower extremities. So every zombie's legs would be bloated and swollen, right? That's one. All of the abdomens would be distended, spilling out, blown out, right? Yeah, the animals will go crazy. And what makes zombies not eat animals in movies? So it would be you eat me, I'm eating you. It would be kind of that thing, right? Maggots spilling out everywhere, out of every zombie's orifice. The smell would be unbearable. You would know when a zombie was around. You don't mistake that smell. And I think about it too. Yep. You ever see somebody's shoes who had shoes for a long time, and whenever they walk, the backs of their heels hit? That outside of that shoe is sloped up, right? Zombies shuffle all the time. So it would be a bunch of zombies walking around with just the tops of sneakers. Just the tops of sneakers and like no soles of the feet. It would be bone. Which would inherently, if the tendons in the foot is not functioning, no zombies will be walking after 6 months. And the hands, right? You're clawing at something all the time. Y'all ever hit your hand on something and just peel back a whole piece of skin, right? The zombies are tactile. They touching, grabbing everything. So the hands will be down to the bones. I think about this stuff too much, man. Which link? Which link? Oh, to Aston Chelsea. Okay. All right, where we sitting at? I'm stop holding y'all up with my stupid zombie, analytical zombie talk. All right, clear the rooms along the wall. Hey man, you do a right hand sweep, man. That's the, I mean, honestly, let me see. Move fast through the center hall. No, that's gonna get us killed. Clear the rooms along the wall. Okay, that's a decent option if we gonna do this. Go through surgical prep. And the maintenance corridor. What does maintenance entail? Hospital maintenance, right? Cleaning supplies, all, you know, all that other stuff. See, this is the thing, right? We going down with firearms anyway. So if we encounter, say we encounter 3 zombies, two or more zombies. If we don't take them out hand to hand, we fire in shots, which is going to alert anything else in the immediate area to come to us, right? So with our backs towards this secure door, the first thing we should do is get a IV pole and start banging it on the ground and yelling. Then you pull them out. Whatever zombies are hitting, you pull them out, and then you can take them out that way. Because your shots is going to take them out anyway. But all right, that's where we're going. So that's the last one of the night. You see where we how it's closing us out. Once again, thank everybody for spending your time with me on Surviving the Flix. I appreciate all y'all. All right, tonight we pushed past the point where most people wouldn't have stopped. Where most people would have stopped. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? That it said, all right, Flix fam, this is where we're shutting it down tonight. Tonight we pushed past the point where most people would have stopped, y'all.
You know you done messed up, right? Right?
After the stand in the internal medicine hallway, we finally got the civilians through the reinforced doors and locked the dead out. And instead of sitting tight, we made a call to clear the wing completely, and that led us straight into the ICU isolation room. Inside was a vented patient, yada, yada, yada. We all know that. Took him out, one shot. That's when the scope of the night changed. Instead of hiding inside internal medicine, we as a group decided to push outward into the surgical floor. And the moment we crossed into the section of the hospital, it was obvious that Fairview security had already fought here earlier and lost. Spent magazines, bullet holes in the walls, overturned beds. Someone tried to hold this floor and could not, chat. But tonight, the team didn't rush in. We chose to clear the surgical wing methodically along the walls, moving room by room, checking every operating suite and recovery space before anything deeper in the hospital could surprise us. So where we're leaving it tonight, the internal medicine is secure. The civilians, the meds, the supplies, they're holding there. The ICU is fully cleared and now a part of the defensive zone. The team has pushed into the surgical floor, expanding our safe territory, or attempting to. And somewhere deeper in the hospital, something big is still moving. Yeah, Kyle's still alive. He got banged up, Black. He got banged up. He's recovering in the back. Remember his ribs got hit from the bus crash? Next time we pick up right where the sweep continues, pushing further into the surgical wing, and I'm gonna make sure this next one is good. All right. Hey, Latanya, welcome in. When we push into this, I'm gonna make sure this one is good. So next time we pick up right where the sweep continues, pushing further into the surgical wing, as dawn gets closer and Fairview either becomes a fortress or the place where the night finally catches up to us. So rest up, Flix fam. Next time we find out how much this hospital we can take back before sunrise. Everybody have a good night. I'm gonna get some last bit of studying and some food in my system. Man, never ends.